the last reference for this chapter. So my topic is about the rise and fall of the ISIL or ISIS. So this topic is about how it became powerful, the ISIL or the ISIS, and how it lost its territory. Also, I will discuss how it affects different countries, including the Philippines, which is in the Arabic. So the ISIL or ISIS is the Islamic State or the IS. So also known as the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, or Islamic State of Iraq and Al-Sham, or the ISIS. Sometimes translated as the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, or the ISIL. And by its Arabic acronym, Daesh, is a transnational Salafi jihadist group and unrecognized quasi-state. So it is designated as a terrorist organization by the United Nations and many countries around the world, including Muslim countries. So this is the flag of the ISIL or the ISIS. So next, let's proceed to the origin of ISIL or ISIS. So first is the evolution from Al-Qaeda in Iraq or the AQI. So by 2004, Zarqawi officially created Al-Qaeda in Iraq or the AQI. He used sectarian violence, attacking Shia Muslims to make the situation worse. So after his death in 2006, his followers declared the Islamic State in Iraq or the ISI. So over the years, they gained more fighters. So especially from former Iraqi soldiers who lost their position after Saddam Hussein's fall. Next is the root of 2003 Iraq war and instability. So ISIL, or also called the ISIS, started from a small group in the 1990s, founded by Abu Musab al-Zarqawi. He was a Jordanian man who first went to Afghanistan and later joined Al-Qaeda. So in 2003, after the US invaded Iraq, the country fell into chaos. So many people lost their jobs and violence increased. So ISIL took advantage of this and started growing. And the Syrian civil war in 2011 is a catalyst. So when Syria's civil war started in 2011, ISIL saw an opportunity. They sent fighters into Syria and created Jabhat al-Nusra. So a group that later split from ISIL. So in 2013, ISIL openly expanded into Syria, so taking over cities like Raqqa and Deir ez-Zor. So the Syrian government's alliance with Iran and Hezbollah helped ISIL recruit Sunni fighters by claiming they were defending their people. Next is the expansion and peak power in 2014 and 2015. So the declaring a caliphate in Mosul, Iraq in 2014. So by 2014, ISIL shocked the world by capturing Mosul, so Iraq's second largest city. So they declared a caliphate, so erasing the border between the Iraq and Syria, and calling themselves the Islamic State or the IS. So next is the control over Iraq and Syria or Raqqa as its capital. So ISIL ruled with extreme violence. So they controlled schools, hospitals, and police forces while enforcing strict religious laws. So they also made money from taxes, wholesales, kidnappings, and looting. So looting is stealing goods, typically during a war on riot. So in 2014, their revenue was estimated at $1.9 billion, but it dropped to $870 million in 2016 as they lost territory. So brutal governance and global development and ISIS. So next is the ISIS or ISIL in the Philippines, 2017 in Marawi stage. So, they took hostage, burned schools and churches, and raised their black flag in the city. Next is the Philippines government immediately responded by sending the military and police to stop them. And the Philippines military response and destruction of the city. So the battle lasted 5 months and caused massive destruction in the city. So the Philippines military launched airstrikes and fought the terrorists in the streets. So thousands of people were forced to leave their homes to escape the fighting. Next is the defeat of terrorist force in October 2017. So after months of fighting, the Philippine military defeated the terrorist force in October 2017. So the leader of the mountain group and Abu Sayyaf were killed in the battle. So Marawi City was left heavily damaged and the government began effort to rebuild the city. Next is the decline of ISIL or ISIS in 2016 to 2019. So coalition attacks by the US, Iraq, Syria forces. So by 2015, many countries including the US, Russia, and Iran started fighting against ISIL. So Iraqi and Syrian armies with help from local militaries and Kurdish forces started pushing ISIL back. So in 2016, ISIL lost Fallujah and Ramadi in Iraq. In 2017, they lost Mosul and Raqqa, their biggest strongholds. And by 2019, ISIL had lost a third of its land. And also the death of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi in 2019. The aftermath and ongoing threats. So ISIL shift to insurgency tactics. So even though ISIL no longer controls major cities, its ideas and networks still exist. So in Iraq and Syria, different groups are now fighting for power, and political problems remain unresolved. So the presence of cells in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. So they have smaller groups in Africa, in Asia, and Middle East. So the countries continue working together to stop the terrorism. For conclusion, the impact of ISIL's rise and fall on global security. So ISIS grew because of war and weak governments. So it became powerful but was defeated by many countries. So the fight against terrorism is not over and countries must stay alone. So that's all.